Hello, hello to all of you. Welcome in, guys. Let me turn that off because that was just rude. Sorry about that. Hi, Mary. Hi, Maria. Colleen is here. Colleen is really here. She's over here.
Hello.
Hi, Rochelle. How you guys doing? Is everybody having a good day? So good to see all of you. All right, friends. So today is Sam's Beadbox Day. Facebook just made their way in. Hello, Facebook friends. So it is Sam's Beadbox Day. We're going to be taking a look at the May Sam's Beadbox. Sam is going to be here in just a little bit, so we're going to keep an eye out for him. He'll be making his way here soon. But until then, you've got just me. And hello to all of you. So Sam's box this month, you guys, is so pretty. I cannot wait to show you guys all of the things that are in it for those of you who have not quite seen it yet. This one was called Waltz of the Flowers. Very, very beautiful. We're going to go through it piece by piece here in just a few minutes, but I got to run down through all of the housekeeping before we get started with all of the things. So all right, first and foremost, if you have not subscribed to Sam's Beadbox, please feel free to do so using my coupon code, which is Sara, all one word, no spaces, and you will get $5 off your first box if you have not already subscribed. For those of you who have subscribed to Sam's Beadbox, just know that you don't have to resubscribe every month. Once you're a member and you've subscribed, like, you're good to go. So you don't have to re-up every month. Just keep that in mind. Colleen's having problems over there. And she posted the coupon code for those of you here on YouTube. And let's see, is there anything else that I can think of that is Beadbox related? When Sam is here, he obviously has more of the information. So definitely wait to see what else there is, because I'm afraid that I'm missing something. But you definitely can get that $5 off of your first box by using the coupon code. And Nicole's got that link dropped in the comments here for Facebook as well. All right, so we're going to start going through the box. And let me tell you, there are some things that are missing because I have used them in a necklace project. And can we just talk about this necklace for just a second? I can't not say about this necklace. Okay, so first of all, everybody who has congratulated me, listen, I'm not getting married.
Yeah.
So Sam changed the name of this to Sarah's Golden Necklace because originally he had it marked as Sarah's wedding necklace, and people lost their minds, like thinking that I was getting married. Y'all, I'm not getting married. He just meant that it is a necklace that you could wear to a wedding. It's all right. It's all right. He has since changed the name. But for those of you who sent me congratulations, if I didn't get back to you and explain to you, listen, no congratulations needed. It's just a necklace, y'all. Don't overthink it. Okay. So I'm going to turn you guys around. We're going to start going through the bead box. Hopefully Sam will be here in just a little bit. And we will put together a quick little necklace project that I think you guys are going to like. Okay. So I'm going to turn you guys around. And we are going to get started. All right, let me turn on some extra lights here, just so we can get everything nice and bright. There we go. All right, so this is a really pretty box because there's so much design potential with the different color palettes that are available in this box. I do want to go through the strands first. Actually, maybe I don't. Let me pull up the little info on this. So here's the thing, guys. I don't know if you know this or not, but I get Sam's Beadbox early. So I get it before all of the info that comes with it has been included. And they send it to me afterwards. That's just so I can design with it in advance. So I get a little sneaky peeky, right? And so I have to pull it up on my computer. All right. So Let's take a look. This was the first strand that I grabbed. These check glass fire polish in super pretty. It's a purpley color.
Hi, Sarah.
Sam. Hey,
Okay,
Sam.
Quick test. Am I getting an echo?
Nope. You sound good.
Okay, okay, good, lovely. It's like I've been here the whole time.
Welcome in. Please be
Thank you.
our guide through this beautiful box.
It would be my pleasure. Thanks for getting us started. Hi, everyone. Also, I'm Sam, Sam's Bead Shop. I curate Sam's Bead Box with my sister Rachel, and we get to go through the box every single month. This is like our 27th time doing this, Sarah.
Wow.
Not crazy.
That's crazy. I had no idea. That's when you put it that way, that seems like a lot.
It's a lot of beads.
It is a lot of beads, like a whole lot of beads. Wow.
That means you made at least 27 pieces of jewelry with the box, but I think it's about double that.
Oh, I'm sure it's way more than that. Yeah. Wow. Gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, not crazy. All right, so these are the first couple items you pulled out, some of the strands.
And I wish that I had like more, like I normally pull out my favorite things, first, or I save them for the end. And I was just going to go through the strands, and then I realized that two of my favorite things are actually strands, and one of them is in my hand right now. These flowers, I think this might be my favorite thing in the whole box. And the next strand I'm going to show you is my second favorite thing, but I am in love with these flowers. I need more of these in my life. Like if you've got extras, I'm all over it. Because
I'm sure we have some extras of. Yeah, those are amazing. That's a personal favorite of mine.
Yes, look at the flash on those, guys. So it's a clear flower, right? But it's got the gold wash on it. But then on the other side, it's got this gorgeous AB finish. So this one bead has a million things going on, and it is all gorgeous. It's all beautiful.
Yeah, that was really special.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
I should mention to folks that these days we release the extras early because we wanted to make it a little easier than having to wait for the live sale. So like on Friday, we released the extras for this box, and we had some of every single item.
Yeah.
So if you see Sarah show something, you can just like go on and to samsbeadshop.com, or just even easier, just open the Sam's Bead Shop app, pulling it up here. And you'll see all the V-Bucks extras. Actually, I can add the collection to the top of the app in a second, so we can. Oh no, there's the V-Bucks extras collection. That should show everything. Yeah, and then you can grab all the goodies there.
So this was my second favorite.
Our mixed QB strand. Did you tell a little bit about kind of this theme of the floral theme?
So I was kind of waiting on you because it's this. From what I understand, this was based on. I just read very briefly because this is Waltz of the Flowers, and this was
so it's from the Nutcracker.
The Nutcracker, yeah.
So like typically Christmas, like people associate the Nutcracker with Christmas, but there's this one movement near the end called Waltz of the Flowers where all the dancers turn into flowers themselves. Like the whole costumes are just these like gorgeous full-size flowers. So it just literally looks like the stage is just dancing with flowers like that have come to life.
That's awesome.
And so this whole box is, as we are heading into spring, we wanted just this beautiful, elegant floral box. Mm-hmm. So like it's kind of like we're at the ballet and enjoying like a nice Sunday matinee of springtime. So we very carefully selected a color palette of purples, blues, and golden tones. We tried to keep it pretty focused in. There's a lot of these golden tones.
Yeah.
To keep it very luxurious feeling.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So you just grab a couple more like those daisy spacers, and then these new brios you have there.
Yeah.
And then we tried to add the gold onto as many things as possible. So you'll see lots of gold washes. You'll see this bead we just covered half in gold to have the purple get to be paired with the gold. So you'll really see that thematically, that like, like when you walk, I don't know, like in SF, if you go into like the opera house, there's so much ornamentation and decoration.
Yeah.
inside. Hi, my best friends. And so we wanted that feel of like you can have like your fun and your color, but you can still be fancy at the same time.
Yes. All about the fancy. I love the fancy. All right, so these 2 strands I already used in something, so
Ooh.
I'm kind of you're kind of getting, the pieces, if you will, but these were right up there in my favorites category. I love these. Of course, you guys know I love a melon bead of any variety, but I thought these were exceptionally beautiful. There's just something really kind of elegant about these, the clear with that gold.
I know. I can't believe how nicely those came out. Those might be some of my favorite melons we've ever made.
Yeah, they're really beautiful. And then these are just as beautiful. I'm all about it. So
yeah, we kind of took that gold finish and put it on a whole bunch of beads this month. So you got that on like a white silk drook, and then on the melons it's like clear crystal, which is now my new favorite combination.
Yep.
I was talking about on the unboxing with Rachel how this like gold coating is something they add after. It's not like baked in to the glass.
Yeah.
So if you do want like it to last for like longer, you can use, there's like different types of finish people. I've heard people throw out the word permalac. I haven't tested any of them yet.
Yeah.
But you can add it. This is a great type of bead to add a finish to, like the one Sarah just was holding. Things that have that gold finish.
Yeah.
If you just want to seal that on a little bit more. Otherwise, you can just think of it, the fairy dust will last as it lasts as part of the life of that bead. Oh my God. So there's a lot of new shapes this month. This is another one of the new shapes. I really like these. They have a very elegant feeling. We really were thinking of springtime wedding also when we were designing this box.
Yeah, that's pretty. These are going to make really good drops. And like, I can see these as like, earrings, maybe just hang like one of the brios from this if you wanted to. Would be really pretty, or just by itself, it makes such a pretty drop. It's a really cool versatile shape, and you can use this as drops, not just as an earring, but like you could use these as necklace drops as well, which I think would be really pretty. Yeah,
those are really elegant shaping, and hopefully folks can kind of see that like nuptial wedding vibe the box has. And so I'm the one who named Sarah's hold on. I'm the one who named Sarah's necklace. I was like, oh, what a lovely name. It feels like so wedding-like. And like, I was like, maybe it'll turn some eyes, but I didn't think it would cause the stir that it caused.
Yeah, kind of. People were a little crazy over that, thinking that they had missed some big wedding news that I had.
That was just Sam like late at night making the stream. I didn't know I was going to be stirring the water, so I'm so sorry, Sarah.
It's funny. I kept waking up to congratulation messages. Like literally there was one in the chat this morning, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute, y'all. Listen.
I even made a post in your group. I said, Sarah and I are putting a ring on it. Like, and then added an explanation. So I thought it was clear, but alas.
Nah, that's all right. People got a little excited. That's okay. We might have that fun news one day. Today's not that day. But we never know. We never know. So these are always one of my favorites. Like this, it's just a beautiful bead no matter what color it comes in. But I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite colors ever. So to have one of these in this color was really exciting for me.
And there's like a little like mini palette we've kind of pulled out kind of inside the bead box. If you take that, which is slightly more towards teal,
right,
and take the melons there, the smaller melons, you'll start to see there's like a little like mini palette in there. And I think as we keep unboxing, there's like one more that fits. There's some flowers that also fit in. So there's definitely there's a little bit of variety of blue tones, like even in the.
Oh yeah. So like these leaves, which are always fun. Look at these leaves.
I love how those leaves came out. Those go like match perfect. I love that each thing has things it matches really nicely with. Like so those I love how they match with the cubes. Yeah. Because they have a really nice brightness, especially to those like aqua cubes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. I like that a lot. That's really pretty. These are one of my favorites. I love these so much.
they felt like a fountain to us. Like they had lots of like life and movement
And
to it.
I think that's why I like them, is because they look like a fountain. They're awesome. They're so pretty.
And so like as we're like with this like dancing theme, like I was like, we need something that really feels like it's actually moving.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Then let's see, we got a couple other flower elements here. Wanda.
Oh my god.
So these are really pretty because they have both the blue, like the ocean kind of blue, and then the teal green as well. So this is a really pretty kind of combo that you can use in a lot of different color palettes. Actually, I like that a lot because you could even put this like with minty greens if you want to. They're so pretty.
Those are really specialty gloss. When they start to mix that many glosses together, like
yeah,
they end up becoming these like one of a kind combos. Sometimes they're even just taking like the extra glass or something of like different batches and putting it together. And those are the beads I always want.
Yeah. Somebody asked about the purple ones, what they were called. These ones right here.
Oh, well, we call those the Deco Oval because we first featured those in the Art Deco box. They have a very like 20s vibe to them.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for those in some other colors, we search Deco Oval at the shop. Yeah, there's one more question while we're doing question time. Carla said, can you buy a single box or just a subscription? I really like this box. Yeah, you can actually, this box is now available on its own. You can totally go ahead and snag it. It's on, if you want individual boxes, we sell those after the fact, and those so that you can go to samsbeadshop.com for. If you want to get subscribed, that would be at samsbeadbox.com. And of course, use Sarah's name, SARA, for $5 off your first month. You found Rachel's favorite.
They're really pretty. They're so pretty. I love this. Again, it's got the gold wash on it. It's a combination of the, it's white, right?
Yeah. So we this is one we had them make this mixed gloss for us. We had them mix purple with the white, and then we put on the gold finish. There's a lot going on in this bead.
Yeah, they're really pretty. And they work really, really. Look how pretty. Like these are like a little tropical garden all by themselves. Like they look amazing with other things, but all by themselves. Look at them. They're just love. There's like a little tropical garden right there. I love it. They're so pretty.
Oh, I love how you're laying this out. This is perfect.
You can't go wrong with hearts. You just can't. These are super pretty.
Yeah, we got some table cut hearts. We try to include table cuts whenever we can.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky, but like we'll squeeze these guys in. Table cut's a bit more of a specialty type bead because they make it in these tiny batches, and then you get that nice shine from them literally grinding away at either side of the bead to reveal like this flat side.
Which is
it's
amazing.
Like think of it like a big facet or like a big slice.
Yeah, so pretty, so pretty. Put these up here. Uh-oh, we're running out of room in the screen here. We'll have to lift us up a little bit. There we go. Lift this up just a little. All right, now we've got some bigger pieces here. I'm going to save the biggest ones for the end here, but I do want to pull these two because these are also in the tops of my favorite category. I had a lot of favorites in this box, but there were some real individual things in here that really, really spoke to me. The purple ones, these flowers and the cubes, and then these guys. They're just so pretty. They have such a beautiful shine to them. They're just really lovely.
Yeah, that's Candy Jade, which is like more of a. I always think it's not a man-made stone per se, but like it's more in that family of like dyed stones.
Yeah.
You can get any color you want. So in this case, we had the cubes and we wanted something to match them. So we said, can you make the cubes in the same colors as these pendants in the same colors as the cubes?
I love it.
So we picked out two of our favorite colors from the cube strand for the pendants.
So pretty. So pretty. I love it. Like I want to make a piece that has all of my favorite things in it. You know, I don't know how it would all work, but I think that I think they all need to be turned into something really awesome. All right, and then we've got some citrine and some champagne quartz. Let's
Oh, yeah,
start
all
with
of our
the-
jemmies. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
let's start with the citrine here.
Oh, this was our Tucson score. Yeah, we
Gosh,
got,
those are nice.
everyone got a nice big baggie of citrine nuggets. This is a real citrine that we scored in Tucson. Rachel's the one who scored these. Like the show is closing and she spotted these and she got us a great price, which is why you have such a big baggie in your box. And like I don't think we've ever done citrine because I never thought we'd be able to afford it for the box.
Yeah, and these are really nice. They're really, really nice.
I'm planning just to strand those up and make myself a necklace. I think with the mandala as the pendant with them.
Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
I like how that teal goes with the gold there.
Yep. And then we have these pieces, this champagne quartz. We've got the teardrops and then the nugget. Those are awesome.
Happy post-birthday to Colleen.
Thank
you.
Oh, she's there. Oh my God.
She is here. Yeah, she's here.
Surprise.
Hello, my friend.
Hi, Colleen. I hope you had a magical birthday.
I did, and I got a magical axolotl today from my bestie.
Yeah,
Sorry, what?
I gave her an axolotl for her birthday. Is it in here?
No, I'm gonna.
You gotta go get it so we can show it.
What?
He's super cute. Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute.
I didn't know you could get axolotls.
I don't know if she's in it. Well, she's not alive. Oh my goodness. Jessica says it's her new favorite Sam's bead box.
That's amazing. It's always interesting to see which ones like end up ringing with folks.
Yeah.
I can't think of what are your all-time favorites?
Let's see. I can't remember. So because I feel like we talked about it not too long ago and I never can remember what they were called. So one of them was had the Egyptian pieces in it. The cats and
you liked Ancient Ruins.
Yes, that one always comes up as like one of my top favorites.
Yeah.
And then the one that had the other greens in it, that was like a forest walk or something like that.
Yes.
Yes. I loved that one too. And then the beachy ones from last year. I think it was July's box of last year, maybe. Oh, so pretty. They're
the Sand and Sea one.
Yeah, Sand and Sea, that's what it was. Yeah, those are probably my top 3 favorites. But it's always really hard to choose because it's like every box that comes, I'm like, oh, I love this one. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. I've got a lot of favorites, and so I tend to forget. Oh my goodness. What do you got going on there?
Oh, I just starting. I'm just eyeing a combination.
Ooh,
so I got
that strand on the outside edge of that citrine. Wow.
Isn't it fun? I custom designed it.
It's gorgeous.
I wanted some more jade this month to go with the box. So these are coming up on today's sale. I'm trying to figure out what I want to make today with the box. And you got it. Sarah's a whole necklace.
Yeah.
So
let me bring in. So we didn't talk about the extra pieces because I had those pulled out, and that was the tiara cast that was.
Oh my gosh!
Box. Yeah. So there was. Let's see here. These tiara cast pieces that were also in this box as well. Look how beautiful those are. So I have these pulled because these are going to be the center of the necklace that I'm going to put together. And I've already done a lot of the necklace. As you can tell, 2 of the strands are already ready. So just to kind of save some time. But those are gorgeous. I'm in love with this.
So that's a fancy crystal link we got this month.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
I'm so glad you used it.
Love, 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 love. All right. So what are you going to put together?
What you say?
I said, what are you going to put a necklace? Is that what you're going to build? You're building a necklace?
I'm eyeing something, but like what when you want what you want to do is like you can see it's like very ambitious.
Yeah. That
So
happens
I'm
with
trying
us often.
I'm trying to figure out like because I'm like, oh wow, I love how these strands lay together, but I can't do that this moment. So I figure out how to get my idea without being here for hours. Because I want a necklace I can wear tonight with the box. So I'm gonna zoom in on you so you can get the project going since you have the whole project planned out. And I'm doing a little design on the fly today.
So I'm gonna put together. Some of you may have already seen the picture of this. So it's gonna be a necklace that's got 2 strands here that are beaded together or like linked together with some eye pins. You definitely can wire wrap these together if you want to. I just use eye pins a lot of time just to save time. But feel free to cut your own wire for this. So we're gonna do 2 strands coming down to our focal, which is gonna be jump ring here with our beautiful pendant. And then I am going to hang these 2
Oh, pretty.
with some of those daisy, the gold little daisy spacers. We'll put that together here in a few minutes. So that's going to be our focal, but then I'm going to have 2 drapes on either side. So making another beaded chain out of the melons, and we're going to do a drape on each side. So some of this I've already kind of put together just because it's a lot of like just simple loops, but we're going to do several of them together because I've got to finish these chains and then kind of put everything, attach everything. So this is sort of where we're going. Yeah. So again, I'm just using some eye pins for this, but you could cut your own wire. If you're going to cut your own wire, my go-to is always 22 gauge, but you use whatever works for you. All right, so for these, what are my All right, since I've already got my chains kind of started, my favorite way to do a chain if I'm using eye pins is to add the beads as I go, as opposed to putting each one of the beads onto an eye pin, making the loops, and then opening the loops and linking them together. It's totally up to you. You don't have to do it the way that I do it, but if you struggle with putting a bead on, having the loops on either end, and then opening the loop to attach it to something because your bead kind of slips into your loop, which happens all the time. This is kind of the answer to that, is to just kind of attach your eye pin first before you put the bead on it. So if you struggle with that, it's definitely just a little tip that might make things a little bit easier. So I went ahead and attached, like I said, the eye pin to the previous, and then add your bead and do your simple loop, just bending the wire right where it is exiting the bead. And then you're going to come in and trim off. You're going to leave yourself about 1/4 of an inch of wire. You don't need any more than that. And then you're just going to use your round nose pliers, grab that loop, and roll back to close your loop up. You want to be sure you get a good closure on it, right? So that nothing's going to slip out. And then I'm just going to pick up another eye pin and follow the same steps. So opening up the loop, attaching it to the chain that I've already started, close it back, and then add the bead to it. For me, it's just easier to do it that way.
Sarah, it was like it was an interesting surprise when I saw that you went for like the gold side of the box.
Yeah.
Because like I just assumed you were gonna grab all the color.
Hey, I like to keep you on your toes, Sam. What can I say?
Go ahead.
I go through these phases where, and you can definitely tell in like my jewelry designs, like the phases and the kind of the riding the wave of Sarah's creative brain. I go through phases where I do very romantic pieces, And lately, I don't know if you've noticed, like the kits, because you sent me some gorgeous beads, right? You sent me some amazing pearls and things to use in my kits. And I have really been inspired by those to create some really beautiful, like princess or wedding or just, you know, just like very romantic pieces of jewelry. And so when I got this box, the gold really spoke to that part of my creative brain at the moment. Now, it's funny because had I got this box, you know, 2 weeks from now or 2 weeks earlier, it may have been just like you said, where I picked up all of the, I would have picked up all of the colors. So we're gonna do a second, right? We're planning a second design with this box later on coming up, so that I can use all of the colors.
Yeah, we're doing the, which I think we have never done a part 2, and I think it's a great idea for this box.
Yeah, I do too.
And I think folks will hopefully appreciate a bonus project idea as well.
Absolutely. Well, and I've said it a million times, but it just goes to show like the versatility of the box. Because number one, there's so many different beads that are included in each one of your boxes. But then just like you were talking about, there are so many little smaller color palettes within the main color palette. And it's really cool to kind of play around with those, you know, and you can see like all of the different moods, if you will, that are in one box, you know.
Or I think I have an idea where I'm gonna design today. I seem to you've gotten me pretty golden today as well. So I just started grabbing some of the citrine, some of the melons, and those little brios.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's gonna be pretty.
I've been this. If I make my necklace simpler, I'm way more likely to wear it more often.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go for like mostly golden tone, and keep the focal. And the focal doesn't have to be in the center necessarily, but for now I have it there.
You know what I love about you, Sam, among other things, but one of the things that I love about you, one of the many things that I love about you is that when you create jewelry, a lot of the time you're creating a piece for yourself. You know what I mean?
It gets me inspired. It looks like Sarah's frozen, but she'll be back in a second. Let's see here. Where am I in this pattern? I think I'll just do these 3 beads.
I'm back.
Hello. I was like, oh, so where'd Sarah go?
So, like I was saying, I was like, you know what I like about you? And then I disappeared. No, what I love about watching you make jewelry is that a lot of the times when you're creating for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I had people ask me, I guess it was last week, we had conversations in our lives about, you know, people wanted to know if I make jewelry just for fun, you know, do I still get to do that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, and people were like, well, we want you to do a live where you just make a couple of things just for you that you like. And I was like, I think I may do that, you know, because I haven't done that in a while. A lot of times I make pieces that I feel like, you know, show off a technique or really kind of, you know, I have other reasons other than I make for myself. And I love that you make for you, you know, because I feel like the most beautiful pieces come from that because you have such good taste. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it keeps me more motivated too. Because like I think I used to make a lot of things just to kind of show like for the fun of putting the things together, but like there's the next step is actually you actually can continue to enjoy your beads by actually getting to wear them. So like why not? I mean, we put all the effort into like curating the boxes and everything each month. Ooh, Sarah's iPad's not happy this morning.
I know. I'm back.
I was saying that it's like we put so much effort into curating the box each month.
Yeah.
So like it's nice to actually get to enjoy it in the future.
Right.
Like I've been wearing the Wonderland bracelet. This is folks saw the last month's beadbox stream we did together, I finished up the bracelet after the stream and like haven't loved wearing this bracelet.
Oh, so pretty. So pretty.
That was the day I was like, how do I use a Contastic?
That was a fun show. That was such a fun show.
I was really not sure. I was like, I'm sure I could figure it out with Sara. She's used it before.
That was a good one. I liked it.
All right, tell us what you're doing.
So right now I'm just making the drops for my focal here, and I just took some of the little Tiara Cast ginkgo leaves, and then I stacked up some of those beautiful daisy spacers, and that's going to be on one of them. On the other one, I'm going to make it just a little bit longer so that it's kind of staggered. So I'm going to use one of the drucks. And then the rest of this really is just kind of putting everything together.
I love the draping of this piece. Like, I think it's very unique than some other 2-strand pieces I've seen you do, like of how it lays.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, it would look so nice at a wedding. It's hard. It's hard to name pieces, and I just saw that. I was like, oh, that's such a great name for this piece.
It was. It was a
I didn't
great
mean
name
Sarah's
for it.
wedding. I just meant a wedding.
That was funny.
Did you show Q?
I did. I did. It's like, what is Sam doing? I know. He didn't mean for it to happen that way, but it just did.
Like, I thought it might turn some eyes at most. I didn't know. I didn't think it would cause such the uproar.
I think people just got excited, you know?
Yeah, I would be very excited. But I'm also just excited that you guys are happy together. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're still getting to be like enjoying each other right now.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, that doesn't change. Exactly. As far as I know.
Nope, not at all. No, he went out and got lunch for me and Colleen today, so.
Oh my gosh.
We know. He's a good one. All right, so you can see how I made this one just a little bit longer by adding one of the drucks to it. It's just going to hang at just a little bit different level so that they're not really kind of crowding each other out. And then the rest of this, guys, is literally just putting some jump rings in to connect everything together. So it's quite literally just simple loops. I've got the strands of the drucks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drucks up. And then there's 10 of the melons to make the drape. They're both pretty much the same size bead. They're just a little different because the melons have that groove in them, but they're basically the same size bead. So if you're looking to make a drape, a shorter drape, obviously you could do with like maybe 7 or 8 beads instead of the 10, but I liked the big drape on this. Then the rest of this is just assembling with some jump rings. So this was really an easy piece to put together if you don't mind doing the simple loops, because there's a lot of simple loops. I get that. That's usually one of people's least favorite things. But listen, like I said at the beginning, you don't have to use eye pins. You can cut your own wire and do some wrapped loops instead if you're more comfortable with that. The wrapped loops are going to give you just a little extra bit of wire. So you may be able to get away with like a fewer beads in your drape if you're going to do wrapped loops, just because it will add a little extra length there. But then in the front here, again, it's just a couple of eye pins with some beads on them. I'm going to attach some things with jump rings, and then I'm using chain for the length. But listen, there are so many beads in this box that you could continue to bead the rest of this. A lot of times when I go with chain, it'll be for a kit or a project like this where, doing the rest of the necklace sometimes takes a little bit longer than what we have time for. But that doesn't mean that you can't, right? It doesn't mean that you can't continue to bead the entire thing. You could absolutely continue this beaded chain all the way around instead of just using regular chain. So definitely take it and turn it into what you want it to be. You don't always have to just use the chain where I use chain, you know. But then that being said, you could also add extra drapes to this. You could add some of the purple in here. Like you could even take this strand of the small purple fire polish, and you could do a third drape, right, with just
Oh
the
my
smaller
gosh.
beads, and make that really pretty. Or you could take this one out completely, right, and do it with the purple if you wanted to. So if you wanted to add a pop of color, that would be beautiful.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah,
lots of
options.
Jessica posted a piece in Gem Chat yesterday that blended these white and golden tones with more of the teal and then that purple.
Yeah.
And like she pulled out like such a beautiful version of the box. Like I was just like, oh my gosh, like that is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I wish I thought of that. That is genius.
All right, so I'm putting a jump ring on this guy, and then I'm quite literally just going to open this jump ring in the center and thread everything onto it. So there's my focal going on here. Each end of my chains, my beaded chains. And then I'm just going to close that back.
Did I hear you had 8 kits on Friday?
Did I have 8 kits on Friday? I think I did. I
heard the rumblings that you had a lot of kits.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
it
was a ton. But it was all your fault. It was all your fault. You know? Sam
what did I do now? What did I do now?
You sent me the most amazing beads, and so I couldn't stop. When I was going to make kits, I was so inspired that I couldn't be satisfied with just 5. I was like, nope, we got to do these, and we got to do these, and we got to do these. And yeah, so I ended up with a really full jam-packed show last Friday. And I got to tell you, all but one of the kits completely sold out. So
you're kidding. Wow.
No, everything sold out. It was incredible. Yeah.
Oh, that is so wonderful to hear.
Yeah, it was a great show.
It used a lot of the pearls I saw.
Yes, so many of the pearls, and we had the Z beads, the metallic Z beads that you had sent.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it was just really beautiful pieces, and everybody was really excited over them. So yeah, we had a Friday show was a huge success.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, it was a great show. I was really, really pleased. All right, what you got going on over there?
So I'm doing a free-form stringing. So because I knew it wouldn't be symmetrical anyway, because the citrine nuggets are all different sizes. So I've just been mixing in the brios. I actually really like because it's what you were saying last week, how the brios can be dangles, or 2 weeks ago you said how when you string the brios they can become dangles.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just having fun. I'm about to check my length here. I usually go for like at least 22 inches just to make sure my necklace doesn't get like jumbled with like the collar of my shirt.
Yeah.
Or I'm at 14 and a half. Or I've got, did I cut enough wire here? Jeez. All right. Well, I think just enough. I have to stretch. I have to figure out the back of this necklace. I'm about to use up my entire strand of daisies. I don't want to go steal any more. I'm so curious how your necklace lays once you, like on a bust or just kind of like a worn.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you here in just a second. Just getting everything else connected here. All right, so I've got it all connected. I will turn you guys around though, so we can put it on the bust so we can see it like you were saying. All right, so can also show off Colleen's little dude over here.
Oh my gosh.
Little dude. Her little dude's gonna need a name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were showing us the crystals on your wrist.
No. I'll show you so there's the necklace
Ooh.
hanging.
Oh, it hangs really nicely.
Yeah, it really does. It hangs really, really beautifully. It always, lots of things look so much better hanging than they do flat, but this one actually photographed really nicely flat too. So I was glad, because sometimes things don't always photograph the way you want them to, but this one works both ways. So I was pretty lucky. But it's a really beautiful necklace, really, really pretty. But just like I said, you could 100% add pops of color to this if you wanted to. Bringing in some of that purple would be really nice, I think. So yeah, it'd be really, really pretty. All right, show us our axolotl. I never can say this correctly.
I thought you bought an actual axolotl. I was like, I didn't know you could buy an actual.
Think how sweet.
Oh my goodness.
He's super, or she, I don't know. She doesn't have a name yet, but this was one of Colleen's birthday presents for me. And he's got beans in him, so you can put him in the microwave and make him warm. So, if you need you need a little extra loving. Yeah. Isn't he sweet?
So sweet. Thank you.
Yeah. Always, I like to give presents that are like that. Like one year for Christmas for Kathy, I gave her we call it a huggle, but it's a blanket. It's purple. It's just like this really ultra soft blanket, and I gave it to her because I was like, because if you need a hug from me. And so sometimes when I talk to her, she's wrapped up in her huggle, and I'm like, oh, I love it, because I'm like, I'm there, but I'm not. So now her axolotl, she can put it in the microwave and hug it, and think of me.
Wait, I have to answer Crystal's question here, because someone else messaged me the other day about this. They're like, "Did I see your face on the View?" I went to a taping of The View.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome!
When I was in New York. I nearly didn't make it. I woke up like 10 minutes before. Like I overslept after staying up too late the night before. And I literally ran through Central Park, and I got to 66th Street like just in the time that the lady with the check-in was like, "You're fine. Don't worry. Like y'all about to wait for an hour anyway." Meanwhile, I'm like huffing and puffing, and I was like, "Can I get some water?" They're like, "Yeah, once you go in the studio." I was like, "In an hour?" I was standing there like dying for an hour. I thought I was having a cardiac episode, and and I couldn't find a recording of The View because so I didn't know that my face was shown. And now that a few folks have messaged me, I'm in that studio audience yelling at Meghan Trainor.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. That's so fun.
I feel like I kind of want to see if I can get to the end of this necklace. Let's see. I don't know what to do at the end. I ran out of those spacers.
Gosh, that's so pretty. That citrine, I'm telling you, you could put it with just about anything. It's so luxurious. It's like royalty. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Anyone want some Bead ASMR?
That's awesome.
I think that I love Bead ASMR.
I'm a fan for sure. It's so pretty.
Y'all gonna have to come to the live sale. Actually, no, those are already on the website. But you could also come to the live sale tonight. I would love to keep hanging with you.
Oh, that's right. Sam's live sale tonight. So what do you got going on for the show tonight? Yeah,
so we like to keep like the beadbox theme going. Mm-hmm. So the extras are already on the website and the app. Those went up on Friday. And then we like to do a celebration sale. So it's like all things beadbox. So there's different ways we do it in so many different directions. Oh, that question. Let me get to that's a great question for next. So like since I do a lot of the gem listings, so I prepped like citrine. So you might we got some citrine bracelets on the sale.
Oh, I need
which
that.
is kind of fun because you just get to wear your bracelet, and then if one day you want to make a necklace.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
So I got citrine. I got more colors of jade. That'd be fun.
Oh my.
I
That
don't even know what else.
pink. Oh, I love
We
it.
got some labs for some of that
Oh.
golden sparkle. We try to keep it fun, Sarah.
Yeah, I know. Sadly, that's why I stay away, is because it's so tempting. I have to watch it as a replay afterwards, because if I don't, like, my bank account cries, like literally cries. So
There's too many pretty, like, nice beads in this universe, Sarah.
gosh, I know. And I need them all. I need all of them.
Like, I literally spent, I think, over an hour yesterday I started bead shopping for the shop, and when I start, I can't stop. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like,
though.
I've never, like, yesterday I was like got fixated on carnelian. So we have the biggest carnelian order that I've ever placed coming to the shop.
Oh, you're speaking my language right now.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be fun.
Oh wow.
Okay, I think I'm at a, let's see how. What else is going on? Oh yeah, so we got gems, and then Rachel likes to list. She gets like some of the shapes in other colors.
Yeah.
So I don't remember. I have to look exactly which ones she has. But like, basically, she'll some of like her favorite shapes in the box. She'll try to get them in like more colors.
Yeah.
If I'd have to go run and see which ones she has hidden over there. But oh yeah, I know she has more like fun fire polish colors. Just so we try to like. If you like go in different, we can get more of your favorite shapes, or take like a color you really like, and we'll try to get that in more different bead types.
Yeah.
And kind of like more like expand the palette of the bead box. But I think I'm gonna pause it there. I feel like I need to figure out how I need to add some length to this.
It's really, really pretty.
My one melon bead.
So I have a bead challenge for you.
Yes. What's your bead challenge, Sarah?
I'm currently, and I'm sure you can tell, I'm currently obsessed with hot pink. Okay, hot pink everything, right? Well, to the point that I actually was like looking for beads in this hot pink color.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm having a really hard time finding. Like, I can find some, but the quality is not the greatest.
Yeah.
And so I'm having a hard time finding, like, I mean, it's even like, look, I even have like the ring where I'm just like obsessed.
That's like a nice pink too. I
know. So if you happen to be bead shopping and having that wonderful problem that you have where you can't stop yourself, think of me, because I'm looking for hot pink in like, really nice.
It's like we have the mermaid glass in the pink. But like you want what do you?
I want like bold in your face, like.
Let's see. I'm going to you know how in the app we have like the color sorting. I'm trying to think of what pink like we do have. Yeah. Okay. I accept your challenge, Sarah.
I knew that you might be interested in looking, because you know all of the good places to look. I really kind of struggle, and I was not having any luck at all. Like, once upon a time, there were some Swarovski pearls that kind of came out that were sort of that color, but they were very limited edition, and they're very, very difficult to get your hands on. So I imagine that there's got to be some sort of check glass alternative, but I couldn't find anything. Yeah. And
I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, if you happen to see anything, or if anybody out there knows, let me know. And let's see, Sharon says pinky orange, like I never can say it right. Padradsha, is that right? No,
I don't know. I've never seen that word before.
So the Padradsha is this pink orangey color.
Oh my gosh.
Which is great. I love that. But what I'm really kind of looking for is like just the hot pink. And I'm really having a hard time finding.
That's really hot pink.
I know.
I thought you did like pink for a while.
Huh?
I thought you did like pink for a while.
I know, right? I went through a whole little thing. I was like, I don't like pink. I don't like. And here's the thing, like I still don't like really soft pinks. It just kind of depends on what it's mixed with. You mix a soft pink with a copper, and I'm in love. You mix a soft pink with like rose gold, and I'm in love. But like just a Pepto-Bismol or like a Barbie pink, they're not my favorites, but like hot pink, like I was even looking at bathing suits in hot pink. And the thing is it clashes with my hair so bad, and I don't even care. I just love it. I don't care.
That's amazing.
Like if I could make my hair this color, this is what color my hair would be too.
I was gonna ask, like, are we ever gonna get a hot pink hairdo?
I would love to do that.
Do you want to end with Debbie's question here?
Sure.
Let's see. I clicked on the wrong one. Jesse, do you have the question?
I think I saw this one go by.
It was basically, I think it was asking about, here we go. Where do we go for inspiration and ideas? This is a good ending theme for today.
This really is. So, I feel like you get your inspiration from like the classiest places, because you're like ballet and like and I'm so surface level. I'm like, okay, well, what's really trending right now, and how can I make it more classic than just a momentary fad? You know what I mean? A lot of times that's kind of where I get things from. This is absolutely ridiculous, but I play a fashion game that I have played for probably 10 years. It's an app, and I continue to play it, not just because I like to play dress up with these dolls, but for actual work reasons, because I get to see all of the trends for the season that way. And it's not just the clothing and the shoes, it's the jewelry as well. So I get to see like what's coming up for spring and what's really hot and what's popular. So then I'll take a look at that, kind of look at the colors that are trending. And I like to look at like, I look at what the fads are, but I am very aware of the fact that they don't last, like a trend will just stick around for maybe the season, I like to take whatever is kind of trending and whatever's a fad and try to make it fun, but in a give it some longevity, by going back to, classic pieces and trying to kind of incorporate the fad into a classic style that's going to really have a longer shelf life. Because you don't want, I get that like we're not making like, solid gold jewelry or anything that is crazy expensive, and like it's affordable enough in what we do that you can have a fun trendy piece for a minute. But I really want the shelf life to be there, because I want to be able to reach for my necklace, 2 years from now and it still work. You know what I mean? So
I think like a lot of that comes from like the excitement of it, I think.
Yeah.
So like if you have a bead that you are so excited about, that's probably going to also like last for a while for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I think some of those things that we just like love are so ingrained in us. Like there's certain stones that we just like, you're always going to want more of that stone.
Yeah.
And so like, I think that's one way to do it, is just like, it's designing through just like the feeling of it. Cause like, I love scrolling things like Gem Chat and your group or like all the time I'll pop into like local shops and things, and I look at every single piece of jewelry.
Yeah. Yep. I do.
That's what gets me excited. That's a good, like, I love just seeing any possibility. Like, and the more I look, like I've seen, I went to like in Portland, I went to the Saturday market, and I went to every single jewelry booth, and it was so well curated that every single one was a different medium of jewelry.
Yeah.
It was so exciting. I had never seen mosaic jewelry where there were little pendants that had tiny little pieces of mosaic laid together.
Yeah.
Incredible. And like, so I just love seeing just something a little unexpected. I went to like an open studio. There's an open studio that just happened in the East Bay, like here in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And like, I got to chat with this like artist she does everything in sterling and gold. And I was asking about her stones. Like, I don't recognize like these cuts. Like, what are these? She's like, oh, these are cuts from like the 1500s.
Wow.
I was like, what? It was carnelian, because it had like this like rough texture to it. I was like, what?
Wow.
And she said they were like African trade beads, and I didn't know that there were gemstone African trade beads. We all know about like the glass ones.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were like gem ones as well.
Wow.
So I don't know. I get inspired by just like things that, like, I think designing through excitement is a really fun way to do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think fads are another way to say what is exciting right now.
I think so
More
too.
generally.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sometimes I just wonder, like, who makes those decisions? Because sometimes I'm like, what are you doing? Like that whole one earring trend, like, what was that about? Really hurting us jewelry makers here when we only have to make one of something. Like, I can only charge you half.
I wish that trend would come back. I have a whole box of single earrings.
Oh my goodness. Well,
I guess my other idea there would be, like, if you can get help with curation. So that's why we started the Bead box, is because we'd like to do curation for the shop in general. So that's where the Bead box came out of.
right.
Our chance to get to curate a full palette for you that you don't have to think about it all. It just shows up, and you can start with it.
Yeah.
As a like a little creative constraint and inspiration. So there's I hope that answers your question.
I love it. That's a great answer. Great answer indeed. Unfortunately for me, I don't have to worry about it a whole lot because you and Rachel do all the hard work for me. You already put the color palettes together. You send them out to me. You send them out to everybody who's a part of the box, and like half of that part's done. Like the beads just kind of make their own thing. Once they get to you, then it's like, oh, the hard part's over now. I just get to play. So I can appreciate that excitement thing for sure.
Yeah.
I'm definitely.
I love our setup that I get to send you the beads and then you turn them into magic. Like, that's my favorite thing in the world. Oh no, we lost Sarah right at the end. Okay, she'll be back and then we'll sign off. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. This was such a nice way to start the day. Sarah's back.
I'm back.
I was just saying I love our setup that we get to send you beads and you turn them into majestic creations like that. Your wedding necklace.
Thanks.
Who said it was Sarah's wedding? What could be my wedding? I didn't get any congratulations.
Right?
Rude.
It could have been anybody's wedding. It didn't have to just. But people were just excited.
Everyone, say congrats to Wanda in the comments, okay? I'm doing it right now. Congrats, Wanda. Anyway, everyone, thank you for joining.
Oh, wow.
I hope I get to see some of you today. That is 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. I started adding in the Central time to my emails. I can't do the mountain ones. There's 2 different mountain times depending if you're like in Arizona or not. So y'all can figure that out. So
that's what I'm saying. It's too much. There's too many numbers for me.
Nope. So I hope I get to hang with all of you. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for coming and joining us. Don't forget to, just like Sam said, go check out the live sale. Don't forget to come back here too on Friday at 1 p.m. for our Feel Good Friday show. And Master Maker, you guys, this week is streaming. Not just here, but we're streaming from Wisconsin at Bead Fest as well. So if you guys happen to actually be at Bead Fest, you're going to see me on the big Jumbotron. It's not really a Jumbotron, but I'm pretending like it is. Because
it was pretty big. The Bead Fest, the one at Bead Fest in Lancaster was pretty big.
Yeah, me on the big screen. Woo! That's not intimidating at all. But it'll be a fun show, so if you can come and hang out. Lots of fun things going on this week, you guys. So thank you again for joining us. Thank you, Sam. It's been fun as always. We love you guys so much. You guys have a really good rest of your afternoon, you guys.
We'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.